Hello everyone to this really exciting match. It's gonna be PlatPack against ΣJPC squad. We already saw ΣJPC squad, but not PlatPack yet. But another thing we saw yet is our caster at my side. It's gonna be it is Hella. Hey.
Yeah, it's great to be back. Obviously, had a quick break from the last game, a 3-0 sweep from the favourites. You know, the #1 seed Exiled Knights on Hyunkatak, but that scoreline is not a fair scoreline. Hyunkatak really put up a good fight against Exiled Knights, and I think they're going to be a team to really keep an eye on coming through that losers bracket as well. Goldpack have got a real big fight to put up to be able to go head to head with them.
Well, that was the game we had today, but now talking about PlatPack and Sigma JPC squad. So Sigma JPC squad made a really huge impression, just like I think almost every team that won in the tournament, because we just have 3 O's for some reason. But maybe today it's gonna change. I already talked to Spaghettio, the support player, the flex support player for the team PlatPack, and he gave me some nice input. Well, he didn't talk with his team, but he talked with me about his upcoming strat. It's gonna be make a 3-1 or a 3-2. But we're gonna have more drama, more exciting moments. So if we see a point is going for the Sigma JPC squad, he says we should be aware of a PlatPack going wild after that. Or if for some reason Spaghetti would jump off the map and they lose the game because of it, it's because he wants to go for the 3-1. That's also something we were talking about.
Yeah, there's like PlatPack were like, we're gonna end the run of 3-0s. You know, that's what they said today. They changed their mind though. They were like, wait a minute, hang on a second. What if PlatPack 3-0? They didn't even think about that, you know. But anyway, as we go forward, it is going to be an interesting game. I think these two teams could be a close match. I do think we could get maps going either side for this game in particular. Like, I have faith that there's going to be more than 3 maps for this one.
Indeed. Well, we're gonna have maybe at least 4, maybe also 5. Referring to the King of the Hill map at the beginning control map, because it kind of, and you could say that every part of the map is kind of the map it's a map at its own.
Absolutely. I mean, we just want to get to a payload map, right? We haven't seen a payload map in Ramrena yet due to the format.
Just hybrids.
Yeah, we've got as far as hybrids, and we've seen a lot of King's Row, so.
Just King's Row. Could we maybe see a team picking a different map than King's Row? I remember at the beginning where somebody was telling me, yeah, King's Row is one of the more exciting maps to pick for in a tournament, because the casting team and the community loves King's Row so much. Well, we love this map, but we also love the other maps of hybrid, like Blizzard World or.
I was thinking Blizzard World actually. I really like Blizzard World. I'm a really big fan of that. It's such a good. It's got an all-round mapped feel to it as well. I like it. Also, Eichenwald, huge fan of Eichenwald.
Well, maybe also Nambani, but it's not my favorite map, to be honest. That's just my opinion, and we have a lot of people loving the. I don't know what to love about that map, but there's a lot of things, probably high ground stuff and so on. And possibilities you have like different directions you can come from, and at least the last point, that's a point I remember a lot on Nambani, because it's normally the moment where I'm popping off and staggering, because it's just most of the part I see normally in the map. Anyway, we're having a poll right now about this upcoming match: who's gonna win, PlatPack or Sigma JPC squad. Invest your channel points and vote for the team that's gonna win. I'd say both teams have really good chances. PlatPack is pretty high seeded. That's the reason why that's the first game. We can actually switch to the bracket scene, so you get an updated view about what would happen, and make your own image of the whole thing. The JPC squad, like we said, a 3-0 and went to the next round. The upcoming winner will then in round 3 play against the winning team of the round 2 game from Team Fire against Rem 1. So it's going to be also really interesting to watch. And well, the losing team of today's game will just let me check. It should be playing in the losers bracket round 2. I just realized that
they won't have. Yeah, the loser of this game won't have a team to play until week 4. Yeah, so neither of these teams will be playing next week. Winner or loser, they won't be playing next week. They'll either be in losers round 2, or they will be up in winners against the winner of Fire and Ram 1. The loser of which will be playing against Athena and Noki down in the losers bracket. But that will be where the loser of today's ends up. Will be the winner of Athena and Noki and the loser of Fire and Ram. You can't predict what's going to happen, and you just try and like get an idea of what's going on, try and explain what's going on, but it's so like intertwined at the moment. The destinies of the losers of this game is there's 2 games going to be rely on before they work it out who they're going to be playing against. But the winners, obviously, they'll be just waiting on the next game tomorrow to see who they'll be playing against, and that game is going to be an absolute blast. Fire versus Ram 1. What a big game.
Also, we're just gonna ignore that on the scene we just saw. It didn't say it, loser brackets, but Verliererrunde, because it's probably, well, maybe because it's in German. Sorry for that NA production at that spot. Well, so in about 25 minutes we have this intense game, starting in with the control map, and we have some people sitting in the waiting room we can interview in a moment. We're gonna be excited about it. It's gonna be some players. I think we're gonna see from the PlatPack, we're gonna have Spartan, and from the Team Sigma JPC squad, well, we are actually able to choose from Cooper or Feuerteufel. Let's see who we're gonna choose.
Actually, it's both. Cooper and Feuerteufel. Feuerteufel is going to be the translator for us, but Cooper is going to be the one taking the interview.
Ah, I like that.
Hello, Cooper and Feuerteufel. Thank you for
Hello.
a translator for us.
Yeah, Cooper's English is not that good.
I try my best, but my English is not the best. So.
No worries, no worries. All right, let's start things off. Cooper, how is JPC squad feeling after their 3-0 win against Palpunto last week?
We're feeling fine. It was really nice, really nice. It was our first match in the league. Our team is new. We don't know about each other for, I don't know, 1 month, and this win is nice for our team. So we have a nice positive feeling and look in the future, and would be nice.
Thank you very much. Cooper, you're going to be up against PlatPack today, obviously coming in as the 2nd seed. It's a big step up from the 10th seed Palpunto that you played last week. Have you been having your Weetabix this morning? Are you ready for the game?
Of course. We played some quick play today, no com. We are ready for PlatPack. We're winning this easy.
Wait, is this just are you flexing that quick play is enough to warm you guys up for the upcoming match?
Of course. Our team is a little bit toxic, so we don't play comp for this league.
Is this a flex or just referring to several problems you normally have with training and competitive?
We have a few problems with that, so I think, yeah. And also a bit flexing.
Alright, but you're saying that your team actually assembled 1 month ago, and since then you started scrimming with each other. Would you say there's still a lot to work on, and so never mind about today's match, but in general about this whole tournament we have at the moment? Because if you win, you're going further. If you lose, you still have another chance in the brackets. So would you say that your team still is in a situation where they are about to evolve more into a more stable, well, synergized team, or would you say you're already ready enough to pull out the big plays?
I think we're on a good way. For example, we picked up Virgil. He was a silver player. No,
I was.
No, he's really good. So he's plat in a half of, I don't know, 2 weeks. We went from silver to gold, and I think we are in a good way. We learn from our mistakes. Our coach is really nice. We are getting long texts about our mistakes, and we try to work on every mistake. Yeah.
Okay, looks like a good way to get to the first seed in the future, and for this tournament maybe also the winning position. Well, I think we're gonna have a lot. We just went through some questions. Hala, you got some questions left?
I did have one. I promise. Sorry, I was just in the middle of setting up the lobby and inviting the correct players to the teams, but but yeah, sorry. My question to you is how far? What is your goalpost? What are you trying to get to out of this tournament? Like, is there like top 4? Are you going for that dub? You're gonna win the tournament, or are you like sort of like let's just try and get this game by game? What's your sort of goals that you want to get out of this tournament?
At least we will win the. Yes, we will win the tournament.
Okay, yeah, but maybe
No,
referring to more goals of your team besides the wins itself.
We try to get as far as we can, and we try to get as much experience as possible in this tournament.
Alright, that's something we like to hear. I mean, the focus point is on the win, but getting a bit more experience down the road, it's always a good thing to be also being on the like grinding all the time is the key thing about every match you're facing normally. So yeah, we're really happy for your input here. Right, Hella, I think we just had a beautiful interview with you, Cooper, and for your Teufel. Thank you for having you here. And we're gonna look out for you on the game. I'll maybe a last call out or something, so the viewers maybe try to look out for.
I mean, with PlatPack, anything can happen. With Sigma JPC squad, they showed one particular composition that they played very, very well, but they also showed a bit of diversity in their last game. So I think, unlike the last 2 matches we've seen, I think we're going to see a lot of different compositions to just brawl compositions.
All right. Hello.
Yes.
I think we should continue. You know.
Continue. Continue with what? Sorry.
Yeah, continue with the next interviewee.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Right, let's get Spartan in here from PlatPack. Hello, Spartan.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Now, let's keep this PG.
Okay,
I know it. How are you feeling? How's PlatPack? What's the feeling in the camp? I've seen you practicing earlier today. Feeling strong?
Feeling very confident, you know, feeling very, we've been practicing for this, you know, done our scrims and gotten our strats, up to scratch, so I feel confident going into this. And the whole team does as well.
Tell me, Spartan, one funny question. Can we expect an echo at some point from you?
Not today, unfortunately. I'm not on the Flex DPS rule, but I'm back to my roots, back to Flex support, so you'll be seeing that.
We will watch out for that. Okay, tell us. I think your team came together already like an hour ago or something. Like you're really warming up and really taking this match today really serious, isn't it?
But yeah, we've spent all this time scrimming and we haven't really been doing many tournaments, so kind of want to make a statement with your first one, I guess.
It's also the first game you guys have on this Ramrena tournament.
Oh yeah.
Gotta perform, make a 3-0 maybe, or 3-1 like Spaghetti hopes for.
Honestly, I'm afraid it's just gonna be a 3-0, guys. To be honest.
3-0 to PlatPack. Oh.
Oh yeah, I have full confidence in the team.
I have to say, the support in chat for Sigma JPC squad is massive. Look at
Well,
that.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna leave him with egg on their face.
9,885 to 3,120 in the poll. What do you say to that?
I say it means nothing. It's just points on the screen. What matters is that we win, and we're gonna win. So.
Well, a lot of points at least. But yeah, definitely. We just see that JPC community has a nice fan base, and we love to have those fan bases around our tournament all the time. But also, we have the fan base of you Spartan. We see those people like Medi Media cheering here in the chats about you Spartan, and the simp here is also there for you. So.
Damn straight.
All right. Also, it's so insane how many points Sigma JPC is just gaining this.
I know. It's incredible. I love the fact that they've been watching all of the games. You know, they've been slowly building up their points so that they could spend them today. They've been really.
Well, you know, I suppose if you get into betting, you have to kind of come in with the expectation you're going to lose some points, right? So yeah.
Okay.
I think that's some fighting talk. I love this. I love to see it.
Spartan, something we should watch out for in the upcoming match.
Not really nothing out of the ordinary, I don't think. We'll have a Rhine, we'll press E on Lucio, and we'll kill people. So yeah.
So the classic strategy: walking into them and win.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan. I always love to see plans. It normally comes up with a good mindset behind it. At least we hope so. All right. Spartan, really, thank you for having you here, and we're not gonna interrupt you any longer to make your speech probably with the team. We're gonna help you guys have a speech to make some hype, and I already see your team in the lobby being kind of prepared. A lot of you have the bot icon. What?
Yeah,
What's
they're
the
all.
sorry.
I don't know. I wasn't part of that, but they're all bots. I guess I'm the brains. Okay, I'll go that far. Anyways, yeah.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm just in the middle of setting up the lobby.
Alright, I guess it's my time to shine and to
Go for it.
Alright, interesting stories. I have some. Well, we could look at the current lobby we have. It's pretty interesting. So we see at one side a whole roster of Houston Outlaws fans. Like you saw, Houston Outlaws was performing pretty good, while the other team is going full bot and having one giant monkey, unholy fish, probably going wild in the upcoming match. We're going to be really excited for that. I don't know what's the story behind that. Maybe we see some kind of player icon strategies where they switch the icons after one map of where they might lose or so, and they turn into a try-hard icon, not just bot, but going full insane. We would love to see those kind of evolving on the matches, or like in between the matches. And yeah, it's also like looking at the clock. We already we have 4 minutes until the match would officially start. And wow.
Can we just jump onto this message from Maddie? If Prosy simps for me, I'll sub. I think that's a message we can't miss there.
All right, Maddie, it's your gameplay is inspiring, and it always saves people from the death. I would say this is something people in real life always appreciate, and so I appreciate you.
Aww, really wholesome. Not forced or anything. No, it's legit. Like everyone from Pionk, PlatPack, PlatPack, anyone from even JPC, other teams in Ramrena, like all of them have been so positive with the community, and it's been absolutely amazing. But does look like yeah, we're gonna be getting ready for the first map of Busan as we're counting down. Both teams electing to get themselves a setting here.
Okay, but looking at Busan, it's a really interesting control map. You have at one side, you have Mecha Base, which is just perfect for the classic brawl compositions, especially with a Mei. Mei is kind of a safe pick to go for there. And then you have like more open maps, like looking at Downtown, is it called? Yeah, Downtown, where you can go for a perfect double bubble strategy. Also, Echo is as a hero we could probably see coming there, because you also have those high grounds where you can like rest for a moment, wait for the right timing, and then go in from the side and go for the right place. And then Sanctuary or Sanctum, one of both, one of those names, something with Sanct. It's gonna be maybe played. It's the third map, which it invites both sides to play, well, the composition they actually want to go for. Or pokey compositions with double shield and snipers, but you could also go for the classic brawls and try to just move fast enough to the players with the speed boost and get in fast fights, play a lot with maybe the one high ground you have there, or just fight on the point. Maze maybe a popular pick there, but you can also go with the Echo play. It's really, yeah, you can play everything on there, on the Busan maps almost. Besides Mecha Pace, it's kind of a pretty broad map. Normally, I would be happy to see other compositions perform great there, and I also think that is so much doable. All right.
All right, looks like we're ready in lobby now. So it's just about whether the teams are ready to go, and then we're going in for Busan. Busan.
A Korean map.
Oh, someone's clipped that. I didn't think this through.
What?
Me going Busan on stream with like funny voices and stuff. I'm never gonna live that down. That's it now.
Bella, you're gonna stay professional. It's a tournament game.
Sorry, my bad.
Well, anyway, we're gonna dive into the map. It's gonna be Busan, and the first map is not city center. It's downtown. Well, part of the city, isn't it? We could go through the compositions yet. But I'm aware if somebody leaves the game, calls for a pause, it could be an unfortunate situation again.
I'm ready for it this time. I'm ready for pauses. You know.
Okay.
Oh my word! Mummy gave out 3 tier 1 community sub gifts. That's insane. Hello, thank you for that, Mummy. That is Pogu right there. That's the biggest sub gift we've ever seen.
Oh my gosh! I think with that, he's trying to climb the subs leaderboard. There it is.
Oh, there he goes. He's clamped it. He forgot to give one. That's hilarious.
But maybe let's jump into the game while we're so excited for Mommy and be excited of the match we have here. We have the diving composition from Jay Wallace and Holyfish with a Winston, Diva with a Tracer Widow, while the opponents run the double bubble strategy with Genji, Fake Jab, and Echo.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see something that's different from Brawl, right? We've seen 2 comms in a row, but that Winston is going straight on that back line, and Spartan's in trouble, so is the Mundra. Both supports go down. Beautiful play from the Winston there of Dr. Cooper, getting right in deep in the back line. Does get taken out in the end here, but, you know, they've done enough damage here, and they will get the first cap. JPC squad doing wonders to start things off.
And directly you had 2 team fights in one situation, perfectly split it here from Dr. Cooper by going in. And also here Fake Jab and the Echo player Accelerator are doing great job with using the high ground advantage, or at least the mobility set to dive into the right places to get those kills and really secure the whole fight. And now we're gonna probably see another kind of really dry fight without ultimates yet. but maybe we see a Nano being farmed by Spartan or Feuerteufel.
Yeah, and this time it's Jay Willis going in the back line as well. Dr. Cooper gets antied, but Faith does get taken down by that Echo of Accelerator. And now PlatPack, they're down 1, and Jay Willis trying to return back, peeling for the supports, but meanwhile, Raf on the front line, taking them down, takes down Fake JEB, and Lamundra with the res on the Faith as well. That's going to tie things up. Virafurthal gets Raf though with that anti-nade, but now they've got the Nano Diva. They have the ulting Winston on point. Dr. Cooper is asleep at the job, and it looks like PlatPack are going to be able to flip this point after this fight.
There it is. We saw an amazing monkey ult creating the space and also picks. With that, the PlatPack had the really control about the point, where Yato was forced to really step back after those picks. Well, some great job. You saw an ult investment of only 1, and I think the Nano from Spartan also grinded really fast enough to perform here. Ooh, there was an attempt for the pulse bomb, getting no one, but I think that's going to be the Winston dive into the back.
Yeah, now they're going to speed boost right in here. They've got the Nano onto the McCree. They're not going to invest it on the Genji, having switched off. But they're going to try and get that Deadeye up as soon as possible. But Dr. Cooper with that Winston ult just throwing things around, and the anti-nade coming down. There's a grab as well. They're investing a lot into this fight, but PlatPack, they're giving it a good shot here, but they are keeping it dry. They're not investing any more ults into this fight. They're going to take the L and come in with a few ultimates of their own in the next fight.
70%, that's a lot, and with that the Sigma JPC squad is standing good. They also have enough ultimates to make a win out of the upcoming fight, while the PlatPack grinds some tank ultimates to maybe perform enough space for the DPS to really pull out the plays. Also Faith with a Bob here, the investment could be really helpful against the composition that's more a bit spreaded and not really able to tank that much.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
And here comes the duplication onto the Diva. I think it's going to build up bomb pretty fast here, going in deep there, as is Accelerator, and they got double with the Diva, but PlatPack, they're not even able to touch the point. They weren't keeping an eye on that at all, and oh dear, PlatPack taking a big L on the first round.
Accelerator was doing perfectly with the Echo copy here. The Diva copy just was a really good go for. You saw the ultimate instantly getting 2 kills after the time was up. They didn't really have the option to somehow go on point. The Bob was the only option really to touch upon without getting killed instantly. And they was coming a bit too late because the Sigma JPC squad really know how to play out the pressure onto the PlatPack team. Now we have Mecha Base. And like we were talking about before, we have a broad composition on both sides. PlatPack plays with the Diva, while we have on Sigma JPC squad a Zarya being played, both sides, with each main.
Yeah, both are going to have their advantages, and against the Symmetra, you would say that the Zarya has the advantage, but in this composition, the Diva may be just a little bit better at dealing with some of this this flak coming in from the McCree, but Jay Willis gets taken down early from that Mei, and now JPC squad, they're just going to take on and peel onto the back line of PlatPack, but they are going to take down Dr. Cooper on their way out, and that may give them the opportunity to take an early fight here, but Lumundra getting taken out is going to deny any chance of that.
They're moving further and further after they get the main picks. And then they're just going for the chases, getting the last ones, like just with a little delay in. And we see the Sigma JPC squad with a lot of percentage grinding, and there's another wall.
Ah, it's a nice cryo freeze. They're going to deny that, but then there's a big follow-up now from Jay Willis and Raf coming in very close and personal. Going to take down 2 there with the help of the May of Faith, and now they're pushing in deep into the enemy lines and taking down the supports that remain on point. Just trying to stagger here from JPC as much as they possibly can, get as much percentage on the board as possible, and now PlatPack finally get the cap and will be setting up for the next defense.
Under 40%, that still looks decent. With that, PlatPack can work. They also have the needed ultimates, but so do the Sigma JPC squad. Both can invest here really clever. Nobody has the May ult yet, but it's going to be more interesting to see how this all turns out.
And PlatPack going to invest a window early here, and Sigma JPC squad, they're not going to fight into that. They're going to go the long way around here. And but there comes Jay Willis and the rest of the crew getting into the other side quickly, but gets taken down there. The shatter was massive from Dr. Strange, but a very nice lamp kept the team alive, but only temporarily. Fake JEB finds Spartan with the Deadeye, and now it's a pretty scrappy fight. A lot of ultimates been used here, but still pretty even, especially with Raf taking down Fake JEB. Raf taking control of this high ground is going to get a lot of value from there. Mayo used by Faith, going to freeze up Dr. Cooper, and now Jay Willis is back from spawn, and they are just about able to hold this on PlatPack. It was a valiant effort from Sigma JPC squad, but they have 4 ults in the bank to deal with this. Yeah, Yato just launching the grab there actually, as
It's just a fast gameplay we see from PlatPack. They really fired up and they played out fine. When they lose some people, they just handle it out perfectly. They're good in this chaos.
it's another good use of the immortality window, and Jay Willis does get the pin onto Dr. Cooper there, but they are starting to go down. That was a nice nice blizzard coming in, and they're gonna get Jay Willis down and Raf off the back of that. And Sigma JVC squad now, they've just got to push in. It's a nice May wall from Faith, as comes down the window as well, investing a lot. Fake JEB finds one with the Deadeye, and Unholy Fish getting demeched as well, but Jay Willis comes in with a 4-man slam on the point, but then Dr. Cooper returns the favour with another 4-man shatter. It's massive from Dr. Cooper, and they do flip the point with 98%.
It's about the bigger shadows in this case. Dr. Cooper just in the right time. We saw Jay Willis coming in the right time the one fight before, but now it's Dr. Cooper just showing off. And now with only 2 ults on their sides, it's gonna be some clever techniques and rotations needed to pull out. There's a wall.
Oh, that's a huge pin there from Dr. Cooper, but that's a big Maywall coming down from Fade. Gonna split the team up. They weren't able to follow off the back of that. And an ultimate of the High Noon was used by Raf, but is not going to find anything for PlatPack there. And PlatPack are now going to have to re-engage with this in last fight territory with just the Diva Bomb.
That is critical. It's the literally last fight. They might grind the shadow if they play it out long. It's going to be really difficult. There they go, the bottom. They go beneath them.
Straight onto point. It's a really smart play by PlatPack. They get that to 50% already. Down comes the shatter. Does get a couple in the back line there, but down comes the bomb, and the freeze comes down as well, but it doesn't find much. Jay Willis though is going to find the fire strike kill, but it's not going to be enough. Unholy Fish does get Dr. Cooper, but there's the High Noon from Fake JEB, and that is just going to stop PlatPack in their tracks, and Fake JEB are going to take the first map of Busan.
It's a really hectic map we saw. It's just energy pure. The first map started slow, but on this map we saw from both sides to just energized. There a little highlight from the Dr. Cooper on the Rhine. Oh. A great counter to Jay Willis, huge shatter. Dr. Cooper just shows off, has the better timing in this case. Good performance, we love to see it. Whew. Well, that was the first win for Sigma JPC squad. And probably PlatPack is like, alright. Spaghetti already mentioned it. We're gonna give them a point. Now we're just gonna roll them. We're being energized. Let's get the 3 points in. And as I'm looking at the lobby right now, Spaghetti is being subbed in. This is gonna be well, he's gonna probably tries to show off now. Let's see. But what's your impression onto that Hella the game we just saw?
It was a very, very tight match, and I think, you know, PlatPack definitely, they've got a good foundation to build upon here. But, you know, there's no danger of PlatPack getting that 3-0, so, you know, now they can take this win without breaking what they said they would do, and that's stop the 3-0 rot of the tournament. But here we go. Going to be Assault next, so we need to wait for the next map.
Okay, so a little so some talk about the maps we just had. I think currently Sigma JPC squad looks better, definitely. We saw them getting good plays against PlatPack in the first place on downtown, making the dives possible, splitting the team up, then just getting one by one. And PlatPack was energized after. On the mecha base, they really pulled out fast places, went in good, but still Sigma JPC squad, as much as PlatPack got warm with the whole game and being warmed up, Sigma JPC squad adapted to that and instantly came back with fast plays too, and went with some park last moment counter plays. We saw this shatter being countered by another shatter after they're just going for the plays after PlatPack tries to after PlatPack is still working on one of the plays. We're gonna have Hanamura now, a 2CP map. It's gonna be more brutal. I at least hope so. And we're probably gonna have so.
Third time's a charm.
I'm betting for like both teams are at least securing one time, both 2 points, and it's gonna be a long game, I think.
So far, apart from Hyunkatak in their very first match against Athena Anoki, it's been a home team win every game. But Sigma JPC squad, the away team, they're going to be attacking first, and that's the difference maker. When you're an away team, you attack first, defend second, and when you're a home team, you'll be defending first and attacking second. So obviously, going for this away team, they're going to have to show off what they're going to be doing on attack first, and they can keep their defensive secrets a secret and not have it run back at them. You know. But just an interesting stat for you.
Interesting. Well, now looking at the compositions, as always, we have a Sim TP there, together with a double bubble composition coming from this Sigma JPC squad. While well, we have a classic, well, not really brawl. We have the brawl combined with Ashame.
TP straight to point. Jay Willis with the charge, tries to get over there. Oh, both main tanks take a tumble off the map there, as Dr. Cooper taking one for the team to take down the main tank. Obviously, having those spawn advantages is just gonna give them the advantage. But Faith finding fake JEB. If the rest of PlatPack win this fight, then that may have been considered as a little bit of a misplay there from Dr. Cooper. But as it stands so far, it's still a fight going on point. And obviously, here comes Dr. Cooper coming back from spawn and already getting involved in that back line, and does just prove to be the right decision in the end, as Jay Willis not back in time to keep his team alive, and a very nice roundup there from Sigma JPC squad.
Wow, well, I really didn't expect this this charge from Dr. Cooper. I mean, it was worth it because of the advantage they have with the spawn position, like you say. And now with the upcoming fight, Dr. Cooper has his shadow almost ready, and going in maybe also with a high noon.
Yeah, they're getting up top, and they're on the ground. The PlatPack need to contest this. They don't have many ults to do anything with it. Jay Willis going to come in with the charge, and do a lot of damage on the back of that. But that's a huge shadow from Jay Willis. Finds 4 on the deck with that. It's beautiful, but still the kills are coming in, and there's a 3-man from Jake Jeb. Oh my word! I can't get it out. I can't read quick enough. That's insane plays from the Sigma JPC squad, and a very fast take on Hanamura.
5 minutes and 8 seconds. Impressive.
Score.
That means they, well, how long did they take? It's like 2 or 3 minutes or so. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. It should be 2 minutes they needed for the 2 points, isn't it? You get like 3 minutes after you got the first point. So in total, you can have up to 8 minutes playtime plus overtime.
You start with 4, and then you only get. Do you get 4?
7. You get 3 minutes. They at some point.
So 7. 7 is the max then, isn't it? Because you start with 4.
Yes, 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Quick maths with Hala. Not everyone can be that good in maths like you. Sorry.
I'm not that good at maths, man. Don't worry about it.
All right. If so, tell me what's 8 multiplied with 7.
That'd be 42. No. That's wrong. 56. My bad.
But yeah, at the end you got it. Yeah. So I think your math is pretty fine.
42 is 6 times 7, but 42 is the answer to everything, so I just guessed that.
Indeed. That's always a go for. Okay. And when we're talking about the game now.
Yeah, and it is PlatPack's attack now.
But without a
And let's see what they can do.
Defend objective A.
No, they don't want to use the SimTV. They're just gonna run straight on a point by the looks of it. They gotta watch out for this Maywall though, coming in from fake JEB. And the Ashe on the high ground, just getting so much value here. Huge amounts of value. Look, charged 75% to Bob already. Huge plays.
But it's just farming the dynamite going in and also getting a lot of headshots. That's the ball.
And there's the Bob already. Look at that. Straight in with the Bob and PlatPack. They're not going to lose anyone from that, but fake JP and the rest of Sigma JPC squad are going to be pushing in off the back of that. And they get walled, I would say walled off, but more walled up. Raf taking down Accelerator on the Ashe with the McCree, but gets rezzed immediately, so they're still going to need to find a pick here, and already they've been delayed more than Sigma JPC squad had.
Accelerator is just standing there the whole time. There isn't really a diva so pressuring this Ashe, so she just can farm more and more and get another dynamite. She's almost with another bot there.
Yeah, so a really good play. Jay Willis getting caught in no man's land there, in between two walls, but the lamp comes down, keeping them alive, and then the beat coming down as well. And this is a second Bob of the game so far for Accelerator. That's just how much value the Ashe was getting up on that high ground. And Dr. Cooper get that charge kill, and Jay Willis coming in with a counter pin, but it's not going to find much here. And Raf on the high ground trying to make something happen. Does take down Engine C, but it's not going to be enough in the end, though. It does look like Sigma JPC squad are just holding on here. There's a couple from PlatPack still up in that high room, but they are going to make their slow exit now, ready to sort of take this fight at choke point with the May and the Ryan coming in from the right hand side. They have now fully grouped up, and they are going to take this rotation.
But both sides have tank ults to invest here. Both CC, the Reinhardt Shadows. Gonna see them rotating back and forth, but now PlatPack is about probably to dive the point with the May. As soon as they are on point, they're gonna have a huge advantage. They want to really play out, but Fake Jab also on the May ready. Will probably really zone them out.
Dynamite. The Dynamite just getting so much value, and they're gonna be up to a Bob again, and just... Oh, now they come with the window, but it's walled off immediately, and they're not breaking it down enough. Rafar comes down, but doesn't find anything. Both Ryans find a pin on the maze, but Jay Willis going to win that Ryan battle there, but there's the Mayo, and that's going to seal things up. A beautiful play from Accelerator. 4K from Accelerator in the end there, but Raf finding a few kills of their own here, and if PlatPack are quick, they might be able to get back onto this point with only 2 defending it.
Hey, They just invested every ult they had. They had literally nothing to at the end. Just every resource they had, and they couldn't get the point. This is devastating. Now Faith switching to the Widowmaker, maybe making a good counter to Accelerator's Ashe, but with the rebuff on the team, Accelerator has actually 2 chances to compete against the Widow on the as damage boosted Ashe. There's also a wall to protect a bit.
Yeah, but there's no wall to split the team up, but it's a good switch from PlatPack. They needed to change something up, but that Ashe again from Accelerator, just getting so much value from that high ground. They need to do something about that. Jay Willis and Unholy Fish, they're going to take this high ground. Faith is going to find the headshot onto Engine C. That's going to deny the res erect as well, and now Unholy Fish one-on-one with this Accelerator Ashe, but it's going to find fake JEB there for support, and does get taken down now, and here comes the Dr. Cooper. Unbelievable play that gets nanoed and slams Jay Willis to the floor, and PlatPack, they're not going to be able to touch, and that is going to be a good game.
Victory.
Sigma JPC squads, congratulations to your second point, and I think, was it a full hold? I just didn't really saw this huge fighting on the point, and that's a highlight from Fake Jab.
This was the big 3K, absolute massive 3K from fake JEB. Huge. One for the highlight reel.
some nice stats. 48% of Team Zero damage done. 48% of teams damage done from Accelerator himself or herself, or they self. But at the same, how much value they actually got. You saw grinding the ultimates like Pharaoh normally does on the defense on Hanamura. Well, this kids just didn't need a projectile here. They just wanted to go for the same strat with the old pressure the whole time with Nash. It's wow, impressive. On the tank line from PlatPack couldn't really push out or get that much protection for their fellow mates. There, it's a bit unlucky, you could say, but it's just really played out really good from the Sigma JPC squad. So we got to give it to them. This kind of congrats.
Yeah, they've just played that map beautifully, and they did that map beautifully last time they played it up against Anthea Enoki. I'll get it right third time. I'm so sorry, but they played this map very, very strongly against Anthea Enoki, and if I don't know if it was the smartest map pick from PlatPack, honestly. Just seeing how well they played it against. And previous scrim, maybe they want to try something different, but I mean, when the other options are Anubis, or I can't even remember what the other one. Oh, Vizcaya. Well, those are the only two other options because obviously the other maps aren't allowed. You know, Paris and Horizon Luna. I mean, you don't have that many options, and Hanamura does play out the best. Then that's the one you're gonna take, isn't it?
Why aren't they allowed? That would be actually pretty funny if they would play team.
Oh yeah.
Only
the
allowed
decider
Paris
the decider is always on Paris. The decider is always Paris.
That would be really horrible. Honestly, I like Lunar Colony. I don't know how it is for you, but at least the first point I'm fan of. The second point I can see the issues. Right. So both sides have a 10 minutes pause now and have the time to talk with the coaches.
Yeah, they have a bit of time to sort of discuss and work things out here, but I do think it's going to be a tight game if PlatPack are able to turn this, but Sigma JPC squad just coming out with like guns blazing here.
Also, I think that PlatPack's coach isn't available for today. At least it looks like they don't have a coach right now on the channel.
No, they don't, but they do have 7 of them. They got a couple of, obviously they've got the 3 supports that they're going to be rotating round to try and find the sweet spot today.
Also, normally they have this, despite also another player, DPS player in the team, which isn't able to play today. And I think because of exams, at the moment he got a Discord and he got it off his PC because it's just too distracting, probably. Well, despite is also himself a coach for Master Pack teams, so this could have been a really good input for the team to really go through several strategies and so on. And I know from experience that Jay Willis and Despite normally talk about a lot of strats for the team, but at least Jay Willis is there, also coach for the Gold Pack team sometimes. So they have people with the right mindset there, which know the theory. So they're not just alone; they have themselves, and that's pretty helpful too. But looking on the other side, Sigma JPC squad, really good structured, and I think they also have a coach on their side. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Zotic, I think.
Yeah, they do. They will have a coach in chat, giving them sweet whispers.
Well.
Anyway, we'll see what happens as things progress. But I would love to see a game that doesn't end in a 3-0, or at least see a 4th map. Like even if we get a draw on the hybrid map coming up,
I mean,
that would be something.
Spaghetti didn't told me if it's gonna be 3-1 for them or for the opposite side. But we could also talk about the fact that the reverse sweep is still possible, even though Hanamura looked so intimidating, you could say. Because Sigma JPC squad, I think, is one of their best maps. By looking at it, at least it looks like it. Also with the really diverse hero compositions they have and are also able to pull out, they just got a perfect fit for this map, I think, in terms of compositions. And the following map, which is going to be a hybrid map, don't know yet which map it's going to be. I just don't hope for King's Row, even though it probably will be. I don't know. We might see some big action. I just hope for some more entertainment. I think we can use this moment actually to make a little break of like 1 or 2 minutes.
Oh, we could to make it. Oh, McLonglong with a bit. Got to cheer the McLonglong bit as we follow McLonglong and the quest to become the number 1 bit cheerer by cheering 1 bit every stream.
One day it's gonna happen. One day. Right. So we'll actually make a little break of a minute, and we'll be back then, and have maybe also the map that's gonna be played for you guys presented. And we are back after a little break and some unlucky, well, placed advertisements probably while we want to talk about the game we just had or something. I'm gonna just sorry for that unlucky.
The 2-minute delay, you gotta wait for the 2-minute delay before you start the ads.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
There was a
Alright,
mistake.
it's alright. We live and learn. It's alright, most people are subs now because you're all obeys. So you would have been fine, you would have dodged that bullet. But
Yeah,
for those of you that didn't, we're truly sorry.
just sub to the channel, then you don't have this kind of problem. So we just start randomly with advertisements and say, well, you're not subbed, you know, that's the real issue. Right. No. We appreciate your view in any way, even if you're just lurking. Thank you. Now looking at the upcoming map, to get into the game back, it's gonna be King's Row. We should get into this neutral, not like and again it's King's Row like every other hybrid map we just had. I'm gonna create some hype and say King's Row is the one map we all love. So let's stop blaming their decisions and congratulate them for the big brains to go for the best map in this game. At least in what a lot of people say is one of the best maps in the game. If you love Paris, okay, that's your thing. But today it's King's Row that's gonna be played.
I must say, they are hyped as in chat, PlatPack. They're like, let's get this, you know, that's like so ready when asked if they were ready. They are on a mission, to say the least.
Well, is it gonna be the reverse sweep we're gonna have here? Or is it gonna be another stomp from ΣJPC with a brutal force? Who knows? Only time can tell us. But what we know is there isn't only Faith, but also the rest of the PlatPack's team. Talking about the player. But yeah, this game again is not gonna be only about the tank players, but also about the main wall. So it really could rely on Faith. Never mind, he just swept to Hanzo. But so does the ΣJPC squad have a sniper in their team. So we see maybe a sniper duel. And we see the PlatPack being hyped. You see it at Ref just making the 360s in like 5 360s in a second. Try to nail that. That's impressive.
One thing I do need to know, I would know, is Faith is definitely going to be someone you need to keep an eye out on that Hanzo. And here you go, PlatPack, they're holding point here, and Faith on this high ground going to get a bit of damage in, but Unholy Fish going to be able to get up there and sort of help tank a bit of damage. But they're a bit of box in the corner, just waiting for their DPS to get something. But now they're going to speed on to the two up on that high ground. They're going to disengage well here, but the rotation continues from ΣJPC squad all the way around. They're going to disperse SpaghettiOs off this high ground as well, but it's a really nice positioning from PlatPack as well, getting all the way around. But the Ash behind them, Accelerator with a huge dynamite yet again, and that's going to get a long way up to that Bobbin. And now Jay Willis comes in as well, gets one with the pin. Faith taking out Dr. Cooper as well. Really strong play from PlatPack, but the picks are coming in as well from the two on the top, and Faith does fine. Accelerator from that high ground as well. Beautiful play here, PlatPack. They're doing a good job. They're fighting hard. Just about, but Dr. Cooper coming onto the point. And Jay Willis coming back now is going to be able to help SpaghettiOs here as the lamp comes down, trying to keep them down. And there's a slam from Jay Willis. Unbelievable plays. This is an absolute fight of grit and determination from the teams as they continue to trade kills one way and the other. Lumando are going to get taken down, and there's going to be no Lucio available to contest this point. And finally, ΣJPC squad will finally capture this point.
A long fight. You see, 2 minutes 20 was on the time bank when they captured the map, the first map point, and now they are at 440. A lot of minutes to really work with here. A long street, but they're gonna nail it maybe in 2 fights if they're gonna do it well. But first, they need to go through this choke point It's gonna be rough, but their ultimates might give them, the team Sigma JPC, a bigger advantage compared to the only dragon and sound barrier coming from Team PlatPack.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Faith get some nutty dragons from behind, but has to battle out Accelerator in this backline as well. But down comes the Reaper, the Beyblade as it were, and does take down the front line as well. And now Faith and Unholy Fish, they're just going to try and get out here, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to as they get chased down by the Lucio and Ryan. But Unholy Fish nearly makes it out, and he's just going to end up staggered here, and that is unfortunate as they're going to go into this next fight without their diva.
Okay, what with now 5 ultimates, Sigma JPC didn't only show off the high skill, but also their ult economy being on top, only 1 ult invested, and there's the third dragon coming.
Yeah, as a big dragon there comes through, the Bob coming into the back line there as well. Of course, no antis, and Faith actually going to find one with that dragon as well. It's massive in the end, but still, it is going to be advantage for Sigma JPC squad, and Limano are going to go in and just contest this car for as long as physically possible here. And that's just going to take a little bit of time off the clock, but they got 4.5 minutes to complete the map now.
It's a good performance. I mean, 4 minutes 30, they are having more time than at the beginning of the map. So that's what I call stonks at the end. So with 2 tank ults, Downpack has to... Oh, we see a pause being called. Interesting. And well, with that we'll go back to the intermission screen, and we can maybe talk about what we just saw. We have internet issues. 2 seconds. Spaghettio S. RIP. No worries. It's okay. Now, that's the chat I'm just reading here.
I mean, if you're gonna pause, that's a good time to pause just before a team fight.
Indeed. It's a good timing. Okay, now Sigma JPC squad invested 1 ultimate in the streets of the second point, got somehow a whole roll with it, and captured the second point too. They now have the Reinhardt ult, they have the Graf ult, 2 big CC ults. We have also those 2 big ults coming from the team PlatPack, the Shatter and the Diva ult. Maybe in a good combination, like a good old Shatter Diva bomb, good timed, you could see a really huge play. But I'm not sure if those kind of plays works against a top seed team like Sigma JPC, because they're doing already so well and they're looking highly trained, and each player of their own performs in a good way. So I think they're probably gonna find a way to dodge that, but not sure though. While well, Sigma JPC, the Shadow and the Graf, they don't rely on each other and can both perform each really huge. Maybe with a sniper on the high ground, it's a lot of advantage. Let's hope. Well, that's not let's hope, but let's hope for a nice duel between Faith and Accelerator too. Hella, it seems like we're ready. It's gonna be exciting. Yeah, both teams are ready.
Yeah, I don't want to start it without checking that both teams are ready, and that is 2 minutes as well, right on the edge of the time allowed for a break. Bombing over the top, and it does find the immortality field, but not much else, and the beat comes down as well, but there's a slam coming down from Dr. Cooper, and that is not going to look good if you're a PlatPack fan, as they all get deleted there on the back of that. Beautiful play from Sigma JPC squad, but it's now just going to be down to how well PlatPack can stagger this. But I mean, Raf climbing in, but the ground's going to stop them from getting to the payload. And oh dear, 3 minutes 45 seconds remaining on the time bank for Sigma JPC squad as they go into their defense against PlatPack here. PlatPack, they've got a big mountain to climb, but if a team could do it, PlatPack can.
They just got just lost 15 seconds and not more for the upcoming attack if PlatPack actually achieves the 3rd map point. That's some really impressive work, we could say. PlatPack is definitely not the only one screaming a lot on King's Row.
Absolutely not, and I think it's going to be a lot of pressure on PlatPack now, because they not only do they need to complete the map, but to be able to win the map, they need to complete the map with at least 0.1 of a second on the time bank.
Okay, now let's look out for the sweet compositions from both sides. We have on the attacker side. Ooh.
Well, I mean, if it's not working, try something different, right? I like it. I like the.
If everyone performs their function, victory is assured.
Well, let's talk about the theory. Well, maybe I'm not gonna talk about the theory. Let's just gonna let them perform and show the viewers.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
That would be huge if they're gonna pull that out correctly. There's the TP. And there's Sebastian.
And it's gonna immediately take down one. And then yeah, that's gonna deny any space there, and it's gonna leave the Bastion up on the high ground. And for us to PlatPack, they're gonna be on point, just slowly capping it, and they're gonna have to come out into this Bastion fire to be able to touch this point and trying to find value. But Lemundra there just with the pocket as well, and Jay Willis just holding on point here, and they're just slowly capping it as they walk into the Bastion fire. They're not dealing with the Bastion, but they are doing a good job just slowing down this capture progress. And they're going to displace Faith off this high ground now. And PlatPack, they're going to have to find something else here as Jay Willis gets frozen up and does avoid the charge. And goes for one themselves, and huge into the back line with the nano as well. Down comes the shatter. And with those ultimates, they finally clean up the point here. Just Accelerator on the Mei, just to stall out a little bit. But they are going to cut the point here, and I think they may go back for switches here.
But 5 minutes 20, that's a bigger score than we saw from the Sigma JPC, I think. But they're doing faster with it. I assume so. I think that Sigma JPC got like 4 minutes 20. So they topped it 1 minute. It could be a really interesting game. And they nailed a really difficult composition too. Wow. Okay, no,
Got to keep that car moving quickly though to be able to really. But you know, they're down a few ultimates here. There's a lot of ultimates for the side of Sigma JPC's squad coming online, and they could get caught up here. And there goes the Blizzard, and that's a big one. Jay Willis takes down Agency, but that's not going to be enough. Faith finds one, but 4 goes down for PlatPack, and it's going to be a long way back to this fight here in Sigma JPC. They are pushing all the way up.
Oh, that's the play. Some good plays. And we see a Genji from Accelerator coming in. That's interesting. That's a bit more entertaining. You normally have this kind of special heroes like Doomfist having the place here in King's Row, but now it's a Genji. Probably gonna be about to see a tank ult.
Oh, and that's big, but the beat is from Engine C is going to be massive as well there. Going to deny the slam, but that big anti comes down, and the slam from Jay Willis is absolutely massive. Oh my word, and that's going to be a cleanup, but you would say that, but they suddenly come back here. Accelerator and fake JEB. So SpaghettiOs on point finds one, and it's just Accelerator left guarding this payload. My word, I thought they were going to win that off the back of that slam. That was massive.
It's insane how Accelerator always performs this huge. You saw him on Hitscan. He's playing like, I don't know, a person that has like years of Counter-Strike experience or so. But he's also able to perform on those more complex heroes like Genji. Now we see on still Dr. Cooper and Yado both have Shatter and Grab ready for the upcoming fight.
Oh, Jay Willis nearly got that down, but just wasn't quite able to get down in time. Saved himself, but not the rest of his team. And yeah, Dr. Cooper with that slam is gonna clean up. PlatPack sent back to spawn, and that Genji of Accelerator just going to town.
2 minutes 30. PlatPack has enough time to still maybe make a dry push, get some ult charge, maybe even invest now, but I'm not sure if the investment should be made yet. But I think the main thing they should really try to go for is getting some ultimates out of the team ΣJPC here really out, so they have actually advantages instead of just disadvantages.
Yeah, they're going to invest early here with the nano, but fake JEP with a 4-man from behind. It's absolutely monstrous. You can't play against that if you're PlatPack. You need to be ready for that, and they just weren't.
Oh, there just somebody left. Well, that's unlucky for the leaf. Probably is going to come back. And Spaghetti is saying sorry for that. Interesting, as always. But damn, this high noon. It's just on King's Row. If you have this moment of a flanking McCree, the hype is there, and then he goes for the place. Well, there was a lot of help coming from Dr. Cooper and Yara with their ultimates on Reinhardt and Zarya too. So it's a team effort, you could say. But just when this whole play just works out that perfectly, it's just so delicious to see. Woo! And now with Unholy Fish leaving the squad early, but now I think he just got back to the game. Is a spectating slot, and I think in the play spot in a second. Yeah. So it's just a problem with the old chart right now, because they grinded a bit on the last fight. And I think this was also one of the ways they want to go for, like grinding, so they have good ults to win a fight for. They got 3 ultimates out of ΣJPC squad, so that's good for them. And ΣJPC squad only has 2 ultimates, the BAP window and the Genji ultimate, while the PlatPack goes only in with a Shadow, but also a Bob. So good chances for both teams. Probably you should take your focus on the Genji there, on the Spaghetti.
Hello, Faith. Faith just turned up and got a pick onto Yato, and they're gonna be able to push up on this now. PlatPack and slam from Jay Willis again. It's another big one, but the immortality field is there to keep things alive. But Dr. Cooper does get taken down off the back of that, and now the Ash game from Faith is coming alive, and it's a massive play here in PlatPack now. They've rallied off the back of that disconnect. They took a breath, and now they've got through that very important choke, and they've taken up a lot of space now, denying a lot of space from ΣJPC squad as they push this cart as quick as possible to the end of this second point. But here comes this last fight territory. Gonna be investing the window early here.
There you see the first kill. It's Jay Willis on the other side waiting for a charge probably. There's the Genji Blade.
Oh, beautiful blade from Yato. Manages to get 2. PlatPack was split up all over the place though, and it did look like they could probably win that fight just by engaging onto one or the other, sort of splits or small groups. But was they've done well here. PlatPack. They've got 30 seconds left to complete this. They're gonna have the high noon. That's about it. Going thing. Probably Spaghettios can probably get that window up as well to combo with that high noon. But they'll be looking for that big combination here. Jay Willis as well, potentially could get something, make something happen. Slam comes down though from Dr. Cooper on the back line. There's the high noon. He doesn't find anything from either of the high noons, but the cleanup from ΣJPC squad is going to be enough, and that is going to be the game. And well played to both teams, but it's going to be another 3-0, and the curse continues.
Impressive 3-0 baked up here with the really huge high noon. We can see it again in the highlight. Perfect. 4K and he goes for another kill. That's insane. Three maps played and 6 maps in total today, with 2 games, like two matches. tournament matches. It's not a lot of maps, but well, Sigma JPC squad, they have a diverse composition here and there, and they are really able to make those work. So it's just not. I assume it's not just about specific players popping off a lot. It's a lot about the whole team performing really great together. You just saw it by not Accelerated this time popping off, but the whole team making the plays needed. Somehow the Genji also worked. A bit surprising, but what can I say? The diverse rosters are always interesting to watch. Love those.
It was a very tight scrim at times, but at other times Sigma JPC squad just came alive. Really, I mean, really strong games, and yeah, we're seeing in chat that there is about the potential Smurf of Accelerator, and we will be looking into it, but unless there's like any crucial, like severe evidence that this isn't their first account, I don't know what we're going to be able to do with it, but we are looking into it. Admins are looking into it, and we are trying to get to the bottom of it. This is a plat tournament, and should be treated as such, plat and below. But honestly, it wasn't just Accelerator that was getting the kills today, or really like solo carrying Sigma JPC squad. They all played very well, so I don't think so, in my opinion.
It's just well, we already talked about it several times now today, that Sigma JPC squads really seem like a good structured team in terms of being coached well, I think, and just the synergy works out perfect with so many hero compositions. It's outstanding at this point. I don't think that we have seen that many teams yet in our tournament that are able to pull out those kind of moves. And I think if this issue we have right now with being unsure about the circumstance, if this Accelerator is a Smurf or not, besides that, Sigma JPC squad seems to be one of the teams we should like watch out for. This team could be one of the finalists. I assume so.
Well, I mean, they played so well today. I mean, it'd be interesting to see them in the next game. The next game's going to be harder, and as you get closer to the finals, it's going to get harder and harder, right? But I know Fire and Ramrena are both strong teams. It'd be interesting to see which one of them comes out on top. But I know Fire have had recent successes against teams like PlatPack, Hyonk Attack as well, who have done well this tournament, and we'll see what things happen as things go on in the tournament. But anyway, let's get in for some post-match interviews and to see what's going on.
So I think we're gonna starting with the losing team here, the team PlatPack. We have SpaghettiOs at the moment waiting in our dear stream interviewee waiting room.
With JEB as well. Let's speak to SpaghettiOs first, though.
Oh.
Hey, SpaghettiOs.
Hello.
Thanks for having you. Yeah, you've been here a few times before. I'm sure people will recognize it. But how are you feeling?
Good. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was some tough games. I can't lie to you. Some tough games. They definitely played extremely well. But you know, even though the games were a bit of an L at points, I feel like as a team we played really well. You know, I'm really proud of us. There were some definite improvements, and it was good to see kind of the team synergy. Even if fights didn't work out, I think we really played well together. And there's definitely things to improve on, obviously, especially with the powerful DPSs of Sigma JPC for sure. But yeah, no, it was good. I'm proud of our team despite the L's.
What a powerful DPSs. But I mean, you shouldn't try to just make props to the opposing side. Yeah, your team performed really well too. I mean, we saw some clutch moments from Faith and the original JoJo. How?
Yeah, I
both
mean
DPS.
the DPS line are very good at what they do. You know, a lot of our plays kind of revolve around putting them in positions to pop off. And I don't know if you spotted, but on that King's Row, when we were attacking, that strategy for the Bastion on top of the tower, just plays like that I feel like are so like as a team we just kind of come up with these wacky ideas and sometimes they work, and in some situations like that we manage to pull them off because our DPS can just pop off, you know. So yeah, I do think we played pretty well despite the challenges we faced.
It's so beautiful. This strategy, I saw this strategy sometimes in scrims, and also we had those attempts to really pull those out. I remember when I was myself in PlatPack, and we tried to do that, but it just didn't really work out well. Some people made mistakes here and there, and you just played it out perfectly. Made the dream come true, and really made them struggle. I just would like to hear those comps when they saw the Bastion strategy coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh god, I'd love to hear that.
Was it Sigma JPC squad that played it against Athena and Oki when they played? Did they not do the same thing to Athena and Oki?
They might have done. I can't remember. I know we got it from a scrim that I think Config was the first person who did it ages ago in a scrim. So I think we kind of copied it from them. But it seems to work. If you can pull it off, I think it's a high risk, high reward strat. You know, it's all about the surprise, catch them off guard.
Yeah, if they land a good anti on that Bastion, it gets shut down very quickly.
Exactly.
But you did able to take that point very quickly off the back of that. So it was a good risk worth taking then. But you know, you had some close matches on Busan as well. You're unlucky not to get a point at least on Busan as well. So, you know, hold your head high. You had a good game today, but Sigma JPC squad, they just, I don't know what they fed their DPS this morning, but
their DPS are definitely on another level, you could say. Yeah, but I mean, I'm proud of the team. Lots of VODs to review. Definitely progress because of this. You know, gives our coaches a lot to say, I'm sure. But yeah, thanks for the games. They were really good.
Yeah, thank you for you having you here. It's just beautiful.
Absolutely. All right, thanks again, and best of luck with the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Hello, JEB.
Oh, hello.
Welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining us for the post-match interview.
Oh, no problem, man.
How are you feeling with that? 3-0, the number 2 seed.
I'm feeling pretty great, not gonna lie. I'm very excited. I mean, my team and I did a really good job there. I'm really proud of my team, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely a lot you can be proud of. I casted the first game of you guys against Palpunto, I think it was, yeah, Palpunto. And there you were outstanding. We were talking in the interview about several points in terms of compositions and what you're able to really pull off there, and you just pulled that out again with another 3-0 and showed that just continue with your not only improving, I think, but your pure skill here. That's just insane. Jab, can you tell us what's the difference you saw from the last tournament game to this tournament game you have today?
Actually, I think PlatPack played very well too. Like, it was not easy to win against them, to be honest. We made a lot of strats and tried to focus more because they're not to underrate. And we just try to give our best and play as a team as much as we could.
Yeah, and you popped off. You managed to get that 4K as well, building it up from a 3K as well with those Deadeyes. Some really nice plays there, and it's been great to watch your DPS just absolutely shine today. And I think if we were to pinpoint the win on anything, it would definitely have something to do with the amount of damage you guys were getting, an accelerator charging those bobs incredibly fast off those massive 6-man dynamites constantly. on Hanamura in particular off that high ground.
Yeah, that was really great. I'm really proud of the guy. But yeah, we played very well, and that Bobs was so huge. Actually, I couldn't even saw that he was charging that so fast. It was really insane.
Another question here, in terms of your composition on King's Row with the Genji. It's a bit unusual, isn't it? Or what would you say?
Actually,
defense.
Actually, yes. I agree with you there. We just try to pull up something different than usually, and thought, yeah, if it works, nice, or if it not works, we know this for next time and switch the comp again. And actually, it worked. So yeah, we learned a lot of that, to be honest.
It's really spicy, especially when the
Yeah.
Genji was standing alone on point and making a 1v3 or 1v2 real and saved the whole point with it. It was a really outstanding moment. just gotta say that.
Yeah.
Okay, but staying on King's Row now. This moment when you saw this TP and the Bastion with a Sigma shield on top of the stage, what was the reaction in your comms?
Actually, we were just not thinking about that. We actually just forgot that this actually is a thing. And we tried to react to this as fast as possible, but then we lost the pick and we just tried our best, but we couldn't do anything. We were just trying to say, yeah, okay, it's the first point. We can hold this as long as we can, and then regroup and try our best again next time.
Absolutely, and best of luck with your future match. You'll be looking at the game tomorrow, Ram 1 versus Fire. The winner of that will be playing you in the next round. Of course, those winners round 3 or winners semi-finals will not be happening for a couple of weeks just yet, but it's something that you definitely want to be taking notes on, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck with the rest of the tournament.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Well done.
Bye. All right, that was our second interviewee and our fourth today. What exciting games we had. We first had this pumped up game from Exalt Knights, really pressuring the Young Attack, even though Young Attack made some POC gameplay moments. I think there are a lot of moments you should just go and clip those. While we have Benchwarm, or we have PlatPack and Sigma JPC squad making some interesting strategies trying to work. We saw the Genji strategy, we saw the Bastion strategy. King's Row was just in general an amazing map, and I'm really happy that we actually got that. And not one of the other hybrid maps, because there we saw those more spicy compositions. And the other fights we saw on Busan, for example, just showed that Dr. Cooper is really able to perform in a really great way against a great Jay Wallace. Jay Wallace comes in with a great shatter on Mecha base. At this moment, Dr. Cooper comes in and says, "No, that's my show. I'm gonna protect my team," and goes in and interrupts this damage flow from the Wallace with a huge shatter. So it's definitely a team win the Sigma JPC got out with. I'm cheering for them, I think. So thank you everyone for joining today's stream. Halle, tell us what you're feeling.
I'm happy that, like, that we're streaming this tournament, and like the viewers we're getting is insane. The number of subscribers we're getting from this is, it's so much, and the love that the community is giving us as an organization is incredible, and I'm just really excited and happy to be doing this. I know that's not exactly what you were wanting. But
I asked you about your feelings. You can totally, that's totally fits into it. So yeah, thanks everyone out there, and have a great evening. Bye.
Bye, guys.
wondering what's happened, so am I. The computer that we have running our news from time to time took off and went wild. So what we're going to do is start over from the top. Well, if you're wondering what's happened, so am I.
work for. Give her what you work for, room.